It's because I can look out over the horizon and it just doesn't end. And I know, hey, somewhere over there is Europe. Somewhere over there, and I ain't never going to go and I ain't never going to see, is another place that I will be on the world. And then when you stand next to the ocean, you can't not feel small. If you ever feel significant, and you ever feel pride building up in your heart, and you ever think, gosh, look at me, I'm so important, please go stand next to the ocean. We are less than a drop in a bucket. All the knowledge that we have of God could not fill up the food. He is the one who made the ocean. When I go to Japan, I'm going to be flying. Again, I'm going to be ping-ponging all over the place. But I'm going to be leaving from Los Angeles to go to Tokyo, which, as far as I know, is a straight shot from here to here. And it says it'll still take me 13 hours to fly over the Pacific Ocean. I'm assuming we're going in a straight line. I don't know. But my point is I started thinking on that, and I started thinking, how big is the Pacific Ocean? Because I thought planes were fast. How big is the Pacific Ocean? It's still going to take me half a day to get across. And I know that probably sounds silly to you, but that is the best way that I can describe or even begin to fathom how big God is. Whatever you think of Him, however big you may think that He is infinitely bigger than that. Our minds cannot even fathom the greatness and wonder and majesty that is God. And all of that dwells bodily in a man named Jesus Christ. My brain can't even fathom what it would take for Jesus to say, and I'm going to step out of this infinite holiness, and I'm going to come to earth to be with my people. I'm going to step away from infinite glory that I deserve and come to be with my people that are going to reject and kill me. In Him, the fullness of deity dwells bodily. We don't need another reason to be devoted to Jesus. He's God. That's the only reason we would ever need. Paul goes on and says, you have been filled with Him, who is the head of all rule and authority. So now you have been filled with Him, and He's the head of all rule and authority, which last week we talked about. He's the head of the church. He's the firstborn of creation. He is the ruler over all creation because He is God in the flesh, because the infinite decided to make Himself finite. And we now, He is the head of the church. So now we're called to be His people. He's the head of all rulers and authorities. He's over all things. The way chapter 1 puts that is He's preeminent. He's more important. Whatever you got going on and whatever you got in your heart, and we all have it, we all struggle. There's not anybody in this room that is not dealing with something right now, probably something you ain't even told nobody in here. Jesus says, now I am over that. I am more important than that, not in an arrogant way, but in a I solved that problem. I've moved on from that. That is handled and it is done. Trust in me. In Him, the fullness of deity dwells. He is the head and rule. The head of all rule and authority. There is no one and nothing above Jesus Christ. But as if we needed another reason, He keeps giving in verse 11, in Him you were circumcised with a circumcision made without hands, by putting off the body of the flesh by the circumcision of Christ. Let me explain real fast what that means to you, because you probably just thought, man, you just read the word circumcision 5 times, and that sounds confusing. Paul likes to repeat words a bunch, and when you repeat the same word over and over, it starts like messing with your brain. All he's saying is is circumcision was the sign of the old covenant. And so that was the sign of, we are covered by the covenant of Abraham, but Christ has fulfilled the covenant of Abraham, so it's no longer a circumcision